God damn, my fucking dick is rock hard right now. I have not nutted in 3 to 6 days, man. I'm talking about business days, so you're not even talking about the weekend. I could be wrong, though. My time frames are never correct. I basically got fucking jizz leaking out of my cock right now. People say it's pre-cum. I say it's just cum. Alright. I don't know what the fuck I'm in. But welcome back to the No Filter Podcast. I hope you guys are enjoying your Monday. I stole that from Bill Burr. A lot of people ask me where I got that from. I stole it from him. I was like, fuck it. I like the yelling, but I can't really yell now because my fucking apartments are back to being full. Which I don't get it, because like the neighbors downstairs I thought were moving. Like they moved a bunch of boxes inside a U-Haul, but then they brought the U-Haul back like a day later full of the same shit. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you guys doing over there? I don't know. Maybe they were just changing up the whole wardrobe. Maybe they're like, what is that one show where like lottery winners get their whole houses remade, but like why would you do that to an apartment building? Speaking of, did you you guys aren't gonna know this, but I was when I renewed my lease to live here, any changes made to this apartment, like carpet change, wall painting change, kitchen change, anything you do to it, you'll have to pay to get it restored back to the way it was. And then not only that, you have to pay a fee for the fucking contractor you have to hire. I'm like, first off, if I make this place look better than it already is, which it's updated. It's updated to 2018. Not too old, I don't think. Okay. If I make this bitch look better with a better backsplash and shit, you really gonna charge me to change it? Dog, you should be paying me. I know what the customer wants. Which, by the way, you know what they need to start making on condoms? They need to start... I don't wear condoms. I really don't. Condoms, just not it. Now, obviously, like if I'm on a one night stand or something, if I don't know them, I'm carrying an umbrella with me. I'm not getting my dick fully wet. I'm gonna wear my rain boots. But to me, that makes no sense because it's not really covering the whole shaft, right? Like, you have to think. It only rolls down so far, and then your balls are exposed, and I still have some shaft exposed. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not buying Magnum condoms. I'm not gonna buy something that's too big and have it fall off inside the girl, and then I gotta play fucking prop hunt to get out of her pussy. But if I'm with my friend, if I'm like single or something like that, and I'm like, hey, you want to have a hookup? I'll be straight up. Like, look, do you have a UTI? How many dudes have you been with? Are you clean? When's the next HIV testing? Stuff like that. I think I'd rather sleep with a friend and have like a benefits thing going on and like keep it really low key than go out with some hooker. Like, I know that, you're just using your female friends for sex then. No. I think we're all in the same boat where it's like, I don't want you to go out there and meet a dude who's a fucking douchebag and doesn't tell you he has a fucking STD and then you bring it back, I rather us both be safe, you let me have my 3 minutes and you have your 3 minutes. Something about it, man. Something about it. I rather just ask a friend at that point. I don't think it should be frowned upon. I think you should be flattered that I'm asking you, but haven't been in that situation, so I couldn't tell you. Man, I got really fucking tan, dude. I was walking outside. I think I told this before. I walked like 5 miles in the sun shirtless, and I am not disappointed. I tanned out a little bit, and it doesn't show my vascularity as much, which is kind of nice, but I feel like it kind of brought out different veins that I don't like. I have like a stringy one from my neck to my chest when I get a really gnarly pump going on, and I'm not a fan of that. I could live without that. I like the vascularity. It's cool and all, but on me, no, because I'm scared a vein's gonna burst open. Like the thicker the vein, the easier it is to roll when you get a needle put in. It's like, oh god, I just sent shivers down my asshole. I'll tell you what. Are they ever gonna reboot King of the Hill? I want to see that show come back in action. I thought they were going to, but the voice actor for Luann died. That was a good show. King of the Hill was a funny. You know what's wrong with it? It's a Ford. You know what 4 stands for, don't you? Fix it again, Tony. Oh my god, that's like the first. That was the best cold open in a while. That was a while ago. If anybody hasn't seen Letterkenny, by the way, I recommend you check it out. Letterkenny is a good fucking show. It's a really weird humor though. Like you really gotta listen and watch to understand, because if you miss an episode, you're lost. It kind of revolves around the same thing, but you know what I mean? It kind of has a storyline to it, I guess. It's a good show though. I recommend it. And also YouTuber wise, Raccoon Eggs and Call Me Carson are also my favorites right now. I know you guys didn't ask, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. I'm going to scratch my balls. Oh, I just saw right now that Aaron Rodgers finally got traded to the New York Jets. Damn, that's crazy. Aaron Rodgers is like, finally, I could get the fuck out of that stupid team. As much as I like the Green Bay Packers, like my favorite team, I'm not going to leave them because Aaron Rodgers is leaving. Like, congrats to Aaron Rodgers for getting another opportunity. But they kind of failed at that point because here's my thing. I really haven't like kept up on football for the past few years because ever since COVID, it hasn't been the same, so I haven't been paying attention. Last I remember, Aaron Rodgers next to the Minnesota Vikings and the Lions. Aaron Rodgers was the highest paying quarterback in the league. They paid him that much money because he was worth keeping. Because he's still got gas in the tank. I think he's got another 2 to 3 years left in him, you know? Retire in 2026. That's what I'm guessing. So here's the thing. You're going to sit there and tell me that he's no longer the highest paying quarterback anymore. They're paying other people way more money. He's no longer the highest, I don't think. Let me correct myself right now before I go on this fucking rant. Who is the highest paying NFL QB? Let's see. Trying to find. Hurts is the number one. He's ranked number 1 for annual salary, right? What the fuck? Hold up. Let me see. Balditch still. Come on, just fucking tell me who the number 1 shit is. God damn. Okay, it's someone on Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia has a fucking bomb team. As much as I hate to say it, they're either really good or they're really bad. No in between, but that's okay. That's okay. You're not always going to be good. Even if you think you perfected your thing there. He's the highest paying. They have Detroit Lions, one of the highest paying quarterbacks. Minnesota Vikings, you get the idea. But they have all these fucking monsters on those teams, and they're all paying out for those people. You're going to sit there and tell me that Green Bay Packers capped at like $214 million or some stupid number like that, and they're blaming Aaron Rodgers for that? Is now someone correct me if I'm wrong, because I have no idea. You're going to sit there and tell me they couldn't raise the ceiling of how much they could pay out? Like, just be straight up. Like, look, we'll offer you another $2 million, but we want to take that $2 million. I'm pretty sure you would have been okay with the pay cut, maybe. I know he's been bitching for a while that they don't, when they're given the opportunity, they don't ever give him powerful players, which I can agree. But then again, he got really good wide receivers and quarterbacks, but his defense or in his O-line was fucking dog dick. You know, and I think that kind of just goes from the luck of the draw, but also you're going to sit there and tell me that you couldn't spend more money. I don't know, all these teams are paying out billions of dollars. And I'm going to do some research on that, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to that in the future, next podcast, and I'm going to break down my theory. Long story short right now is I think that the Green Bay Packers are just being fucking cheap, the company itself, like that column of the NFL. Because I feel like they could have kept Aaron Rodgers if they wanted, and then also got him some powerful players. But then again, I don't know. Maybe they were ready to move on. Because fucking Jordan Love, fucking garbage. Hopefully he fucking pulls through. I mean, he's got to follow Favre and Rodgers. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Two quarterbacks, at least in my lifetime, back to back. Not gonna happen. How many fucking quarterbacks are the Bears on at this point? I don't even remember. I can't even remember the names of their quarterbacks. All I remember is like Jay Cutler. What happened to him? Is he still playing fucking football? I know he sucked ass when he played for the Bears, but then again, I don't know if that, like, looking back then, I just said that because I even though I'm a Bears fan at heart, I just choose not to watch their games or like their scores. I could care less. Like when it comes down to the Green Bay and Packers shit, I rather vote for Green Bay. Yeah. Moving on though, I gotta do some research there, and I gotta make sure that what I'm about to say is correct because I don't want to run my mouth and have it be false information. But other than that, man, it was a slow ass Monday for me. I don't know what it was. This thing I'm doing at work, it's just taking me a minute. And I did the previous job, the same thing, just a different sequence. And I did that in like 6 hours or whatever it was. But man, for some reason, I'm dragging ass on what I'm doing now. I hate it. I hate moving slow at work. Moving slow kind of throws off my time clock because I know within, like, what I'm doing, I only can do it, like, 30 minutes at a time. But on a normal job, I could do, like, 50 minutes, an hour at a time. And it really throws off my schedule for the day. You've already done, like, 6 runs of what you're doing. And then by the time lunch rolls around, you're 10 runs in versus your 6. So, I mean, I guess it really depends. I just hate moving slow. I'm a hard worker, man. I like to work for my shit. I like to work for my money. I like to prove I belong there. Even though, like, I feel like sometimes I can be underpaid. But, you know, I feel like sometimes I get a bone thrown here and there, which is nice. Not bragging, obviously. I don't bash people's jobs, but I like my job. It's dirty, but I like it. I say that all the time. I think I just want my boss to listen to a podcast and be like, man, this kid for real. He loyal. He know what he wants. I don't want to say that forever, but I really want to do moving jobs again. Something about moving jobs, man. I miss seeing what's on inside people's houses. I've moved rich people. I've moved middle class, and I moved a few poor people. And, I hate saying people are poor and stuff. Like, I really don't care financially. But when you start moving their stuff and you think what would not be valuable to you, like a glass, like a cup, is valuable to them, it's like a glass you could get from a Dollar Tree. It's crazy. You really start to take in and be grateful for what you have. During COVID, I did a lot of moving jobs. We had to wear masks and gloves and stuff, but like that was because of safety precautions. That's what our boss wanted. Shout out to him for following the regulations. No, but when we did a bunch of moving jobs, a lot of people downgraded. It was so rare that you get to see these people upgrade, and which sucks because that just kind of shows you that no matter how much money you were making at the time, it didn't matter. Like, a lot of people lost their ass, and that's why a lot of people fucking moved. I don't know. I'm not naming names or anything. I'm not naming addresses or what they did for a living, so I'm not really putting anybody's business out there, but man. But there were, like, a good handful of people, like, once a week, sometimes every other week, we'd move a rich person. We moved this dude from, like a 7-bedroom, 4-bath house into another 7-bedroom, 4-bath house. The difference was this one had a different color wall. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're a piece of shit. There's people out here who could bear, like, I'm not saying, like, you should be giving up your paychecks to people who can't afford to live. But at least kind of try to make it a little bit more discreet instead of just hiring people. Like, this guy goes, oh, if you break it, don't worry, man. Like, I'll just buy another one. I get it. Like, you're just understanding that I'm moving your furniture and you understand the paperwork that was signed, but, like, I don't know. Just, I guess, the attitude you carry with it. He just kind of, like, said, oh, it's just another 7-bed, 4-bath. I don't like his attitude, I guess he carried it. Because I moved some rich people into big houses, into another big houses, and they were perfectly humble about it. I like people who have money and that are humble. That's a big thing for me. Being humble, that's how you know you've truly made it. When you understand that life isn't always about money. At first, for a lot of people like me, it is. I want comfortability. I want, if I ever have a wife and kids, I want her to know that she could stay at home. So at first, for a few years, it's all about money. But I don't know. The attitude that some of these people carried was just kind of sickening. But they were cool people. I don't think they did it on purpose. I think that's just their lifestyle. You know what? Speaking of fucking money, there's a lot of kids. What's with kids having successful parents and they go, I'm suicidal now. My dad's an engineer. My mom's a multi-millionaire plumber or some stupid shit like that, and they're successful, and then the kids come out fucked up. Is it because they didn't have to work for anything, so they just think that like they're valid to have? What I understand, like not everything's the same for everybody, but I don't understand how some people can just be like that. Like, man, I think growing up as a kid, you should not expose your kids to your money. I think that's a big thing for me. I frown heavily on that. If you have money, don't bring your kids into that. That's your money. Because there's kids we went to school with, they drove brand new Jeeps off the lot. They drove Mercedes off the lot, Cadillacs. And you know what they fucking did? They crashed their Jeeps. This is what I was told. So, I might be phrasing it wrong. They crashed their Jeeps. Turn around and got a fucking brand new Mercedes. Goes, got a new Mercedes. No, your dad did. Your dad got a new Mercedes. You can't afford fucking dog shit because you don't have a job. I'm going to use my credit card. No, it's your dad's credit card. We need to stop exposing kids to money that's not theirs. Now, if you're a middle class income kind of guy, and I know I'm totally picking on one another, but like we could agree that a middle class and lower class versus high class is completely different. Like being lower and middle, you know that you have to work for your money. But something about fucking rich people, dude, they create this vibe with their kids that's so unpleasant to be around. You know, and I don't think people understand that. Like if I ever hit a large amount of money, my kids won't know about it. Not till they're old enough to understand what it is. Not till they have a job. Not till I start working at 14. It's been 7 years since I started working. They're going to fucking do that. When you turn my age, your hands better be as rough, better be as dirty as mine are. Your feet better hurt as bad as mine do. Now, obviously, like if you join the military or you have an office job, I'm not going to expect you to always be dirty. It's always going to be tidy, but I'm going to make sure things are a little bit different. I see a lot of people do that nowadays. No one that I'm close with does that, thankfully. I don't have to like really step on them for that, but there's just, you know when kids have been brought into money way too young that isn't theirs. Something about it, man. I know way too many people like it, and it just pisses me off. Man, there's a lot of fucking birds out my window, dude. Like, what's going on? It's a little bird rave. I never want to go to one of those. I know I just had like a serious moment in the podcast. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's the downer kind of day, I guess. There's no sun outside. What do you want me to expect? I shaved today. I've been having a hard time keeping up with shaving, and I feel gross because it's like I'm finally starting to get facial hair and stuff, which is nice, but also I feel gross about it because I can't keep up with it due to my acne. I've been breaking out really bad lately, especially on my jawline, and it's been so annoying. I think I stressed myself out over this weekend, so I think that's why I got some acne on my cheeks, but once I think I'm making a step forward with my acne, I feel like I take like 3 steps back, and it kind of just really hurts mentally, but I just kind of hope it goes away. I just tell myself it'll be gone tomorrow, and I come back tomorrow and it's still there, and I'm like, well, motherfuck! God damn. Did I talk about condoms yet on this podcast? I feel like I don't know why. I feel like I already did. I think I did, like the first 3 minutes, didn't I? Sorry, I was just thinking about, can you use a bagel bag as a condom? I remember back in like school, middle school, I was like, I don't think people understand how much, if you did not brag about how big your dick was, like, bro, I got a fire hydrant, I got Paris, Eiffel Tower, I used I use garbage bags as condoms. First off, we weren't getting laid, so I don't know what the fuck we were going on about, man. I mean, like, for example, I mean, I was looking up. I mean, like, I think it's because it just had red arrows and stuff, which is very intriguing to kids. But I remember me and my friends would watch, like, how to hack into an iPhone in minutes. And I'm like, looking back, it's like, bro, I was watching these videos like I was walking into iPhones every corner. And I hate my life for it because it's like, oh my God. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? I've done so many cringy shit. I'm trying to think of, like, stories I did as a kid that would make me cringe. Because I've done so much stupid shit that I just gotta start making a mental note of it. Did I ever share a story of when I fell through ice in a pond? I'm gonna share that story, and if I did, you can go ahead and skip a few minutes. I was with my friend Logan at the time, and we were coming back from the library, and I was like, hey, let's go walk on this ice. I think he convinced me to do it. And I said, okay. And I didn't throw the rock or anything on the ice to test it out. And tell me why. I fucking, like, both feet in the pond. I was crawling out like I was like a Purple Heart survivor. And dude, I remember I was like limping home. I was like, I'm so cold. I'm gonna die here. I was like, and he goes, no, you're not gonna die, man. We're like 20 minutes. But when you're cold and you're walking stiff-legged and shit, nah, man, that 20-minute walk turns into an hour. Walk. And I did not have a good time. I'm looking back, like my ankles hurt right now because I remember the ice scraping on my ankles going down. And fuck him for convincing me to do it. Great guy, but fuck him. I also tried taking a picture of an iPad kid this weekend when I was at a bowling alley and my flash was on, dude. And I was so embarrassed because, like, the kid turns around all bug-eyed and shit like he's never seen another human being in his life. What happened to going to bowling alleys and watching people bowl? Now it's like people go there just to use the Wi-Fi. It's like, bruh. What? Why are you coming then? Just stay home. Use the Wi-Fi there. I gotta attach a picture to this podcast. I need to start learning how to put typing in it. Cause I want to write like queer bag and stuff on this thing. It's funny how many people don't want to see my ball sack. I have a minion filter with my foot on a windowsill. And my balls are hanging out. And I think it's so fucking hilarious, dude. Like, I'm looking at it right now. And I'm like, dude, my balls are fucking funny. Balls are hilarious, man. I don't know why, but... I mean, like, my balls specifically. I don't care to see other people's balls, but... Every chance I get, every chance I get, I'm showing my balls. Whenever people want to see them. And speaking of it, Mark's like, wait, how long ago was this? Hold up. Itching my nose right now. I'm having like a nosegasm right now. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. That felt so good. Oh God. God damn. I really don't want to get... I really don't want to get up and fucking blow my nose or my podcast because I don't want to leave you guys in silence because I don't edit this. Oh, God. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Enjoy this pure silence for like fucking, I don't know, 30 seconds. Oh. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. That was a big ass booger. I'm seriously glad I went to go blow that out. I really didn't. I didn't think it was that bad, but apparently it was. Should I edit that out? I feel like I should. Nah, you guys can have the silence for a little bit. I bet it's a nice little fucking break. Man, it's been almost October. No, it's been 6 months to the day since I smashed my finger on a propane tank. I remember everyone's like, poke a needle through your fingernail, like heat it up and poke a hole through it, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know how much pressure to push. Like, I don't want to push right through the nail and then right into the finger. Like, that would hurt. I had a lot of pressure in it. So what I did is I took a knife and I ended up cutting the skin underneath the fingernail, like pretty deep in there, and it just like all oozed out and all the pressure came out. And I told people, like, oh, that's a sick way to take out the pressure in your fingernail. I'm like, well, that would be better than putting a fucking nail through my nail, wouldn't it? Like, the cut did seal. The cut sealed, and I'm pretty sure the nail would outgrow it and stuff like that. But I'm like, I don't know how much pressure to put for my fingernail, but at least I know if I cut my skin, I know when to stop. I remember it was oozing blood, and I had a bowl with it, and it fucking sucked, man. It was rough. And every time I throw a ball, it would just bleed. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking tired. I also got my biopsy results back Saturday. I fucking came back benign, which is good. Just a lot of scar tissue. So I had to take care of that today. And I'm like, bro, it was the same thing as last time. I could have gone away without a biopsy, but I have to let someone approve it for something, and we'll see what happens. Because if it's a lot of scar tissue, then it might have to be done a different way. And I don't want to get cut open, guys. The needles are enough for me. The needles are enough. I don't want to get cut open, especially in the groin area. Oh my god, hell nah. I'm just looking back at my old Snapchat memories right now. Let's see. Last year in June, which we're coming up on right now, I had the front 8. You guys don't know what that is. I'm not gonna share. I don't care. I'm just kind of like looking back in my memories to see if I have anything funny pop up. Oh, I went around the factory putting hot dogs around. Did I ever talk about that? I was taking hot dogs. I brought like 2 packages of hot dogs when Hitchcock was still there. And Matt, if you're still listening to this, go ahead and click off right about now. Okay, now that Matt's gone. Yeah, dude, I was literally taking bites out of hot dogs, and I was, like, leaving them around the factory and shit, like, on, like, the workbenches, the toilets. I was throwing hot dogs in the sink. I threw, like, 4 hot dogs with bites in them in the toilet, and they were just fucking floating around. It was so hilarious, dude. But someone still flushed the toilet. Like, if I saw hot dogs in a toilet, I would understand as a joke, right? But I came back like 3 hours later. They were gone. And the toilet paper was still in the toilet that was in there when we put the hot dogs in there. So did someone just scoop out the hot dogs? I have so many questions. And the hot dogs weren't in the garbage can. So that means either someone probably had a fucking toilet water hot dog, or someone just took them to the boss's office and was like, hey, what the hell? What the motherfucking shit is this? I'll tell you what. And then also a year ago, I just took a photo shoot thing in my Spider-Man costume. I have a Spider-Man costume that John bought me in the kids section, and it fit me, and I'm slowly outgrowing it, which is good, but I also should not be fitting inside kids' clothing anyway. Like, I should be fitting in grown men's clothing. But no, not my body. My body's weird right now. My body's in a weird phase where it's like, I gotta buy men's t-shirts because it's too small around the chest if I don't. But they're too long. They're like a dress. I don't have a lot of torso. I got a lot of leg. Makes a lot of leg for a lot of good fucking dog. Like, I'm fucking, gentlemen, you guys gotta start stretching, because if you can, like, the wider you spread your legs, it's like the more wiener you get, right? So, have your girl in doggy style. And by the way, I'm not gonna expose the whole squirting thing. Like, I found out the secret on how to make someone squirt, but I'm not gonna tell you guys because it's my secret. But if your wife needs a good squirting, go ahead and head on over. We'll set up a date, and you can pay me the $500 before. So that way, if she doesn't squirt, it's not guaranteed. It's in the contract. But either way, gentlemen, if you really work those hip flexors, I realize it really helps when you're in doggy style. And the lower you got to go, depending on the person. I stretched one day, and then just conveniently that night I had the deed, and it was fantastic. Like, I don't think it could have been any better, because my hips were actually able to do something. Since we're on the topic of sex and intercourse and stuff, can we just talk about how the Uline soap? Does anybody know what Uline is? Uline is like a company that carries everything. You want a ladder? Uline. Dog food? Uline. Hand soap? Uline. Kids? Uline. Uline is kind of like a shitty company, but they're also good. They got so much shit that it's hard to be labeled as a good company or a bad company. Because their brooms, they're aight. But their dustpans are trash. Their dog food's trash. But their hand soap's okay. Their paint, it's aight. I'm going to look up Uline products right now. Hold up. Uline products. They fucking make, everything. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's go into shopping. Yeah, okay. This is what I'm fucking talking about. They make pallet jacks, a frame panel truck, dollies, fire extinguishers. They make plastic buckets. They make cleaners. Did I say boxes yet? They make wiring. They make strapping tools. They make tongs. And that's just the first page. Tubs? Oh my god, dude. A guy uses this to come collect our work clothes. That's a good price for a tub. Those are reliable. I could get a pallet jack for $300. And it could come in pink, green, and blue. Oh my god. I might have to get a fucking pallet jack. I could hook this up to the back of John's truck. Holy shit. Wow. They make tubage packing. Garbage bags. They make garbage bags, guys. Tool sets. Oh my, dude. We have everything at work from Uline, apparently. We have the same workbench. Now, I know that's not out of the ordinary, but yeah, man, I'm impressed. They got the platform, like the one you get at Home Depot. Let's check just click on Uline, I guess. Let's see what else they got here. Okay, I really hope this is a joke. They have a forklift for Uline. They have bubble wrap for Uline. Zip ties. Oh my god, where are the kids at? Where are the kids at on this fucking... Dude, Uline makes it all. No wonder they don't go out of bit. Everything we have in my work building, we have from Uline. We must have a sponsorship with them or something. How many products does Uline make? Dude, Uline needs to make condoms, dude. I'm going to email them. They make a handful of products, is what it's telling me. Well, fuck you, too. I don't want to fucking know anyway. Uline, you need to start making condoms, bro. I think that'd be fucking awesome. You order Uline condoms from work. Right now I'm looking at the Google homepage, or the the Google homepage. I can't speak. It says, nope, not what I'm looking for. It says nuclear tensions are high, and I'm like, they've been saying that for fucking years. No one gives a fuck what's high, what's low. Unlike my penis, the only thing that's up is my boner, not the economy. Not the tensions with nuclear war. No one wants nuclear war. Maybe Putin does, but that man's a fucking madman. First off, here's my opinion, right? The whole Ukraine thing, I'm not putting a flag in my bio. Fuck that. Ukraine, first off, you want to be independent. Now you can fight like you're independent. Ukraine's like every female ever. You're independent till you need something, right? That's... that's how this works. And then, not to mention, they're trying to make an agreement with NATO. No. Here's the thing, right? Everybody's like, Putin wants to recreate the Soviet Union or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. it's like that's Ukraine's fault. It's just like Taiwan. Taiwan is basically considered U.S. territory. Am I wrong on that? Hang on. Let me look it up. Is Taiwan U.S. territory? I'll type in one thing right here. Let's see. You know, no, they're independent. I can't find anything right now, but as far as I remember, they're independent. Taiwan. I understand why they got to protect Taiwan, because we have shit there that if China was to take over, yada, 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 right? But we can't let Ukraine jump in on NATO now, bro. Like, it's too late. It's too late to apologize, right? We need to let them figure it out themselves. I feel bad for all the people over there that are dying. It's sad, especially the Russians, because they really don't want to be doing it either. They're doing it because it's military orders, and if they don't, they get put in the slammer. But like, because it's like, what would you do in that situation? I wouldn't fight another country if I didn't want to. Bullshit. You have no idea how that works. If you don't listen to the person who's in charge of you in that certain situation, you go to jail. Or whatever the fuck it is. It's either jail or death. Especially in Russia, I have no idea how they handle things there. I'm pretty sure it's death. I don't think you get to live. And I don't know, man. I'm not saying people in Ukraine need to die, but they should totally admit, like, oh my God, we were wrong. We can't do it ourselves. And not to mention, haven't we been funding Ukraine for years? Years. Yeah, we stopped under, I think, President. I need to do some research on this, because I guarantee that half of the shit I'm saying right now is totally wrong and ignorant. But haven't we been funding them for years? Way before the Trump administration, to prepare them for war? What the fuck did they do with all that stuff we gave them? They haven't been a war in how long? And you're going to sit there and tell me that all the money we sent, all the stuff we sent in the past has done nothing from now. Like, I understand, like, 8 years ago, 4 years ago even, it's a long time. But, especially when it comes to military grade, shit's always changing there. But you're going to sit there and tell me you as a country have not advanced by yourself well enough to take care of yourself? You're going to sit there and tell me you're next to the most toxic country, and you're not gonna prepare yourself for war. This isn't the first time he's threatened it, right? He's been threatening it back since like 2020, hasn't he? And you just now decide to pull a trigger like it was a complete attack. I get it, but when you start seeing people move in, you should have been booking your ass to the battle line or something. I don't know. This is why I get ignorant, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just spitting stupid shit out. But someone tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I'm okay, because I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have not paid attention to what's going on outside of my own life in the past few years, because it's like, I'm not gonna pay attention to a country that's not allies. Like, we're allies, but we're not. You know what I mean? If they classify as independent, we should just leave it as independent. If your country gets taken over, I'm sorry for the losses and stuff. And I know that sounds fucked up. I know. I don't want to see people die. I don't want to see fucking Putin succeed either. But I don't know. Something about being, if it's 2023 now, if you claim to be independent, girl, then you need to make sure you can prove yourself, okay? I feel like I'm bumping this mic a lot. I'm sorry if I am. I actually have to stand for it, because all these fucking people kept complaining about my goddamn mic movement. I like to hold the mic. I like to move the mic. And people are like, stop moving the mic. I'm like, fine, fuck you. Oh my God. And then everybody's like, oh, what if China and U.S. go to war? And it's like, nah. I mean, we do. You can't have a war with a country that can't see more than 2 feet in front of them. And if you don't get the joke is they're Asian and their eyes are squinted, so therefore they can't see that far ahead. Low grade jokes. Yes, that's what we love to have around here. We have this lady that mows our lawn here, and Damn, she kind of fine. I ain't gonna lie. Something about that country girl look she got going on. She ain't nowhere near country, but I'll tell you what, I ain't either. So I think we'd be okay living in the suburbs. No, but she's nice. She's nice. I almost hit her lawnmower today when I was pulling in. Didn't see it around the corner. I was like, oh shit! Hit the brakes so goddamn hard. I felt my balls slip out my short. Other than that, I'm out of topics right now. I'm dry today. I had a topic list at fucking work, but I didn't bring it home. God forbid. Let's talk about Forever 21. Have I talked about that yet? If I have, skip. Forever 21, man, is for like divorced moms, hot moms, or moms that are getting ready to cheat on their husband because they're working too many 9-to-5s and they're staying after work later than they should be because they need the overtime to pay for that house they can't afford, and the cars and the kids and the dogs. And also you have a birthday coming up and you really want the most expensive ring out there, and you know he can't afford it unless he works more than 9-to-5 every day. And so she's going out there to cheat and get that yellow dress. Oh my god, dude. Something about Victoria's. Okay, you want to know how you steal me? Secret time, right? Here's how you steal me. Yellow thong. By the way, yellow, one of the hottest thongs out there. Okay. Thong, short dress, no bra. Boom. Look at that. I fucking just saw, I just gave you like the cheat code on how to win me over no matter what. And also, if you're offering cheesecake after sex, I might have a reason to cheat. Be like, oh, you want to come back to my place? I shouldn't. I got cheesecake. Well, I mean, shit. The caramel kind? I'm over. Give me like 5 minutes. Let me shower. Let me do my hair for you. Cheesecake, dude, win me over anytime. Brownies and vanilla ice cream. My laundry's been done for like an hour and a half. I have to go get it before someone puts it on the table. Anyway, brownies and ice cream. Oh, a root beer float. Oh my god, like cheat code right there. Like that's how you win my heart, and that's how you win my cock. You know what? For some reason, standing up and getting a blowjob, by the way, completely different when you're laying down. I think it's the amount of blood flow you're getting there. When you lay down, you don't get as much blood flow. Oh my god, dude. Like, when I stand up, my cock feels enormous. But then when I lay down, it's like, you know, sad music. Enter sad music there. I failed on that, but, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I like the way it looks when I stand up. I'm not saying like my dick's cool and all, but I think it looks better standing up than I do laying down. And who texted me? I'm getting a lot of messages. Oh, Braden just sent me a snap. Also, shout out to my boy Braden and his girl for getting an apartment last weekend. I'm proud to see them moving up in life. That's a big thing, man. An apartment's crazy. I remember when I first got mine. I explained to them, like, hey, you don't have to rush anything. They live in a duplex, though. It's not normal. It's like a condo. It's not really an apartment, which it doesn't matter. It's still fucking nice. And the price that they're paying for it, steal. All the way. Yeah, man, I'm really proud of them. I'm glad to see them succeeding. I remember when I got my apartment, I didn't have a kitchen table for a year. I didn't have a coffee table for a year. And everybody's like, oh, that's fucking weird and stupid. And it's like, no, it's not. I'm just really picky. I wanted my kitchen table to match my kitchen. And I need a table that would also fit and also in a decent price range. And then same goes for my coffee table. Like, I want my coffee table to match my TV stand, which is like a nice oak or whatever. I don't know what it is. I'm not looking at it right now. I'm in my bedroom. And, everybody laughed at me, but it's like I was just waiting for that perfect piece of furniture to come along and for me to truly enjoy it. I know, like, I'm on a smaller desk right now for my computer. I cannot wait till I get a house, like a big-ass fucking bedroom or an office space, and I can have a massive desk. That'd be awesome, man. That's my goal right now, is I'm looking at big desks and stuff, and it's like, man, I would love to steal that right now. I'd love to have a nice big desk in my bedroom, but I also don't want to haul a big desk up here and then move. That's a big thing for me. Moving furniture more than I need to, even though I used to do it as a job. But I'm saying, like, my own. Something about moving your own furniture is fucking dog dick. Like, especially when it's a heavy-ass desk. I know for a fact, I've helped a lot of people move in the past year, like friends and family. You damn well know, even though I only got a 1-bedroom apartment, I am totally calling people to come and move my stuff. Because it's not, I have a bedroom, bed, dresser, desk, clothes, chairs. Adjusting myself here. Oh, I'm going to put my neck back. I'm going to adjust my microphone, guys. Hold up. Yeah, just like that. I feel like I'm too close now. Don't want to rape your guys' ears. And then I have like a kitchen table, bunch of fucking kitchen shit, food. I'm going to steal the fridge here. Can you imagine to steal the appliances? Change your card information so when they go to take the money out, it gets declined because it's a different card now. How fucking hilarious would that be? Also, in order to use my card in town, if I was to lose my bank card like right now and someone found it, they could go get gas on it. What's your zip code? Oh, well, that's not fucking hard. If you live in my area, you know what the zip code is. You know I don't need a receipt. You know I don't have points. And boom, you got fucking gas going right now. Same goes for the credit cards. It should be our PIN that we're entering, not this stupid fucking bullshit of zip code. It's not hard to look up a zip code. It's like that for all my cards. Discover, Capital One, my bank card, my other bank card. Maybe it's different everywhere else. But Casey's, dude? Which, by the way, I thought Casey's was only a rural thing. And I guess not. I saw like 2 in the suburbs the other day. I'm like, Casey's is badass. I like Casey's. You know what's going on? I haven't seen a BP in a long time. Did they sell out? Did they sell out the Quick Star? Man, it's always easier just buying from a different company and calling it your own. Quick Star's awesome though too. They got a lot of good pastries there and drinks. I don't like their Gatorade. Quick Star makes their own Gatorade. Wait. Oh god. Ugh. I had to swallow my snot because I had nowhere to spit it, and I don't want to get up on you guys again because I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna upload it. I'm tired. Sorry, fucking 7:30. Where was I going? Oh, yeah, Quick Star. They have their own Gatorade, but it tastes like pond water. If you don't know what pond water is, go to your nearest pond and just take a big old jaw full of water. And tell me how you think it tastes, and then imagine that's what their drinks taste like. But their chocolate milk, fire. I don't care. It's like a Quick Star special, and I'm like, damn. When I drink chocolate milk, man, I like my shit black. Like midnight. I mean, yeah, I can only drink like 4 sips, but my God, it's the richest chocolate milk you'll ever have in your life. I use like half the syrup bottle. Which I have Nesquik. I have Nesquik, which is fantastic. I have pink milk though. Pink milk's all right. I looked down at the pink milk and I'm like, man, I should call her. Pink pussy. If anyone doesn't fucking get it, it's a joke. Calm down. Stop getting your fucking thongs and panties in a bunch, alright? Nah, but pink milk, man, it's amazing. The powdered though, you were not a real kid if you did not try dry scooping Nesquik. I was dry scooping Nesquik before I even knew what dry scooping pre-workout was, which don't dry scoop pre-workout. Kids at the gym are doing it now because they think it's cool. It's not cool. Drink your pre-workout with the amount of water it recommends it, and maybe you'll have a better workout. This kid, takes a big scoop of pre-workout, then drinks from the water fountain for the next 30 seconds, which is completely pointless because you're doing the same thing as you would be if you put it in a shaker. In the shaker you're holding, you piece of shit. But it's stupid, man. I don't know where I was going with that pink Nestle thing and pink pussy, but I've never truly seen a pink nipple before in person. Isn't that weird? As many titties as I've seen, I've never seen a flat out pink nipple like on porn and stuff. That's weird, isn't it? Now I think it goes based on their ethnies. Ethnics? Is that no? It's not even ethnic. I'm having a retard moment. You guys know what I'm talking about. Their backgrounds. I think that. Oh my god, dude, I love dark nipples. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Dark nipples for the win. Brown pussy, good too. Brown pussy. All pussy's good, man. I think black pussy's kind of gross looking, and I know it sounds kind of racist, but I mean it with wholehearted. If I meet a black girl, I've dated too, and one was extremely ghetto. But you know, she touched my wiener, so I was in love, and and then the other one was I just fucking her. I remember going down on her for the first time, like as a kid, and it reeked so bad. Like that scarred me from life for like touching a girl for a long time. I thought every girl smelled like that. No, I've dated 2 black girls before, and didn't last long at all. No, we were in middle school, but I think like I can get over how a pussy looks. But I mean, let me tell you something. If your clit has a little wiener on it, bro, I'm out. And this black girl I dated, her name starts with a B, and if you know me, I've told you this story before. Her clit looked like it had a little wiener on it, bro. Like a little, like like a little fucking dick clit. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, no way, this is a real thing I'm looking at right now. I saw it in a photo. Thank God, because if I saw it in person, I probably would have ran away and ran home. And I would never have told my dad. I didn't get the sex talk. My dad let the school take care of that. Thank God, because if I had to get the sex talk, dude, I was going to cry of embarrassment. I'd rather have my 45-year-old gym teacher who has not had pussy in 7 years since his wife cheated on him back in 2003 and try to explain to me what pussy is and what it's like. I really didn't learn about pussy in health class at first. We learned mostly about the male genitalia, which is obvious. We had a bunch of dudes in our group. But for when I hit 8th grade, it was a mixture of kids, by the way, of like females and males. Isn't that weird? I think it's a little weird. I think the males should be in one class and the males should be in the other. Wait, females in one and males in the other. And I'm not trying to like discriminate or anything, but like women have more to cover, and I feel like in 8th grade we completely blew over it. And I remember watching like the giving birth video. I used to go around being like, dude, it looks like the milk from the lunch cafeteria. And I remember I'm like, I'm never eating cereal again, as I went home and ate like 6 bowls of Frosted Flakes. My dad was so pissed. Fucking, he goes, I'm about to cook dinner. And I'm like, yeah, and I'll eat that too. I think he was more mad because I ate breakfast in the evening when he was getting ready to cook dinner. My dad hated that shit. My dad was like, hey, from now on, oh my God, I don't know why we were in this position, but we were. Like, we weren't rich, we weren't poor. We were like middle class, I guess, for whatever that time of the era was. But I remember my dad sat us down at a kitchen table. It was a summer day. And he goes, hey, I know it's getting hot out. I know 2 of you will be outside playing. My brother was a fucking hermit. He fucking loved playing his video games, which is okay. Everybody has their own favorite thing to do. Not everybody has to do the same thing. But I remember my dad's like, 2 of you, but I guess we'll say 3. 3 of you will be eating a lot of food this year because you're going to be outside and shit. He goes, I'm going to make this very clear. He's like, you can have a snack here and there throughout the day, but he goes, if you don't eat your dinner, you're not allowed to have a snack after dinner if you're hungry later. No ice cream. No, and my dad was just doing like basic rules for a parent. But I remember so vividly, my brother stole a Pop-Tart at like 11 p.m. And I remember it was like a weekend, and my dad came home from work, and my dad was so pissed off because he's like, what did I tell you about having snacks at night? And my brother's like, I don't know. And my dad's like, whatever. He goes, when you don't have the snacks in 2 days, don't come bitching to me. My brother was weird, man. He wouldn't drink fucking water, but he would drink 4 Huggies in 2 seconds. Yeah, I'll name this one Bobby. My brother Bobby used to do that shit all the time. And then I remember when I'm allergic to 0 sugar. So if you have like a Diet Coke and there's 4 of us in a room, just know I won't drink it because I get massive migraines and I'll throw it up in like 30 minutes. I got a migraine thinking about it. And my dad bought a bunch of soda. He bought it in bulk so he didn't have to do it later in the rest of the year or whatever. Because he brought it for home and also work. So he bought like 4 cases. And my brother ended up drinking like 9 cans of the first case in like 6 hours. My dad was only gone for a little bit because he was bowling that morning. And my dad comes home and goes, where the fuck did all the soda go? And I'm like, I don't know. So he goes upstairs to my brother. he asked my brother, he goes, hey, where's all the soda at? He goes, Eddie drank it all. And I'm like, bitch, I'm allergic. I don't know what the fuck, or like, allergic. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then my dad's like, oh, really? You want to try to answer it again? Because your brother can't drink it without throwing up. He goes, no, he took it. He'll be throwing up here soon. And my dad's like, okay. So he goes back downstairs. My dad does what he has to do. And then like 30 minutes later, my dad asked me how I'm feeling. And I go, I feel great. Like, I don't, why are you asking? He goes, because I need to double check something. So he goes back upstairs and he goes, Bobby, you told me he'd be throwing up in 30 minutes. He goes, yeah, David would be. You're trying to switch his story and shit. Bobby drank the soda because if you look inside his little garbage can, it was full to the brim with fucking cans and shit. My dad was pissed. My dad would never hit us, though, over eating or drinking food, which was nice. I had a friend's dad who would do that. If you ate all his fucking chips, he would beat you till you were bleeding. You're going to bleed. Each drop of blood represents a crumb of chip you fucking ate. My dad would just get upset because my brother wouldn't listen to the food rules. I guess maybe, who knows? Maybe times were hard at that moment. But my dad was goddamn right. My brother ate all the fruit snacks. Guess what we didn't have for the rest of the week? Fruit snacks. He drank all the soda. Guess what we didn't have for soda? We didn't have soda for the rest of the week. My dad's rule in the summertime was only soda with dinner, and that's if we stayed in afterwards because of how hot it was. And looking back, that was a good call, man. I used to run outside until I almost passed out. I could not imagine slamming a Coke at my age, and then going outside to play when it's 104 outside. In the summertime, we never even really got soda. My dad's like, hey, it's either water or juice, and obviously milk, but we all knew better not to do that shit. My dad was a good dad, I feel like. As much as I shit on him sometimes, like especially nowadays, looking back, my dad did right stuff. He tried to shape us for the future, I guess, in a way. Now, when it comes financially and stuff, for me, hell no. Like, did you know that you could start a credit card for your kid? Just don't be a piece of shit and max it out and ruin their credit before they're too old to understand. I didn't know that. I just found that out like 2 years ago. And I asked my dad when I found out, I'm like, hey, how come you never started a credit card for me? He goes, why would I? And I'm like, so when I go to buy my first car out of fucking credit, he goes, look. He goes, number one, no one should be opening up a credit card under their kid's name because you're going to be tempted to max it out because it's not yours. I was like, okay. He goes, not to mention, if I was to start that credit card, I would have to spend on that credit card for you. And then, he was giving me this whole lecture and shit. And it's like, I'm going to start a credit card for my kid. I'm going to max that bitch out at Kohl's, where all the hot moms shop. I don't know where I was going with that. I hope I didn't lose you guys on that because I zoned out. I'm not going to lie. I was just looking out my window and I was just kind of sharing how it used to be growing up. Bro, we ate like we went into depression. Like, no snacks after bedtime. No soda in the summer. Like, but looking back, it all made sense. I totally get it. Look at that, guys. I didn't shit on my dad for fucking, I think I talked about that for like 7 minutes. I don't know. What time is it? Oh, we're 58 minutes in. I don't know when I started that story. My brother's a piece of shit. I doubt he's listening to this. My brother's something else. I mean, I'm glad my brother's got his own place now and stuff, but god damn, my brother is a fucking asshole. No one, and it sucks to say that about your family, man. I think family's important. But one thing is I grew up so much without family that going to a family event with a girlfriend or something just does not feel right to me. It feels off. I don't like meeting new family. I don't like spending time with family, especially that isn't fucking mine. You marry in. No, I don't care if you marry in. I'm trying to fix that. I think that's a bad trait to have, but I hate being forced to do it. I think anybody can agree with me on that. My family never ever got along, so we never got together for family get-togethers or anything. I think like I can name a few family members I talk to on the daily. Nose itch. Just had a fucking another nosegasm, bro. I talk to some family members like every here and there, but like that's it. And I'm okay with that though. It makes my shopping list for Christmas hella easy. And you know what? I just cut off a bunch of other people this year because I had some conflicts with other people, and some people don't know how to keep their fucking nose out of others, and I won't get into that on here. Not my place. But my shopping list, I'm going to shop for like 3 people this year. It'll be crazy. Crazy. You know what? I'm gonna have so much extra time. I'm gonna buy like a homeless person a house. Okay, well maybe not. Maybe like a paper house, like a machete. By the way, if I was homeless, dude, I would start sleeping in people's sheds. Especially in the wintertime. No one's going in your shed in the wintertime. Unless it's like locked. Imagine you go in on like a winter day and it's warm in there, and then the person like chains it shut for the year. You're fucking dying. Well, maybe if they have bold colors in there. You always check your sheds, people. My biggest fear is to come home and like there's someone like living in my attic or something. For a while I was convinced that there was, because like I would hear little taps and stuff in there, and I'm like, oh my god, there's a fucking homeless man crawling up on my ceiling. He's gonna fucking come down. He's gonna eat my dick in my sleep, and I'm out of here. Now I think that's I just put my mic. I feel like I'm sorry if I'm too close to the mic, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been looking at this chart over here, and it looks like I'm maxing it out. Yeah, so like that just maxed it out. But I've been in a moaning phase lately. I don't know what it is. It's like here and that, deeper, like stuff like that. I just been in a moaning phase. I'm a moaner, bro. Like you get me during sex, if it's that good, I'm moaning in your ear. Like I'm a loud dude during sex, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Something about being loud. Especially if you're vocal, man, it gets your girl going. It gets her all riled up. Dude, there's flies in my window again. Get out of here. Fucking piece of shit. But nah, it gets your girl going. Maybe sometimes. Now, if you're sounding like fucking if you're sounding like Sid the Sloth over here during sex, I don't think that's gonna turn her on. But God, what's that one song from Ice Age when they're on the hunt to find the more woolly mammoths because he wants to prove he's not extinct? With the baby? No. They're going to return the baby to the people at the campfire, or like the tribe. And it's that song that they play, like that cutscene song, like they do in Shrek. That's a good song. Underrated. Movie songs, cutscene songs like that. Like Shrek song, top notch. By the way, I'm like, when my hair sits right, I'm like a Lord Farquaad, bro. Just a little bit taller. I got the attitude. And, we got like the same chest and everything, dude. It's like they literally saw me as a baby. And they're like, yeah, dude, do that, but throw some body hair on that motherfucker. But you know what? On that note, I think I'm gonna end it off here, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like this was a drier podcast, but that's okay. You know what? I was able to push one out. I don't think it was that bad. I think it could have been a lot worse. I think I've had worse ones here. But other than that, make sure you guys are liking this, leaving some feedback, and commenting, subscribing. You get the whole fucking gist. I'm gonna see you fucktards later. And good night.